Happy Monday, the 24th day of February, and for the first time in a week and a half, it's over 40 degrees on a Monday. How does that feel, you know? How are you guys doing today? We got Gene and Don in studio. Grafton Art Gallery is how we're going to start our show today, and it's been a while in the making. Jackie's been on the show a couple of times, filling us in on the really great work that, you know, the artists and you guys have been putting in, along with the community coming together. We had talked about a Christmas story, the Christmas story exhibit that you guys were having in November and December. How'd that go?
Well, really quite well. We had some very interesting art. There's a part of the gallery is our special exhibit, and that's where we had the exhibit, but it was a lot of interest. We had some nice sales. It was good, and we're really pleased. And along that time, we met some new artists coming in too, and so forth.
Well, and you know, Gene, I think I break the ice now by saying, Don, I'm a very jealous man. I've always dreamed of painting that way, and I can't even draw a stick figure. And this is just so impressive. Really just a great piece there.
Well, thank you. And CJ, I could teach you how to draw a stick figure and a whole lot more than that.
We're going to get there in a second. Well, you know, before we get into all the events and classes, let's talk about Grafton Art Gallery as a whole. You know, Gene, how did this all come together?
Well, I had the opportunity to go to college, not needing it for a vocation, and I studied what I wanted to, which was art. I got a degree in art history and minors in painting and photography. And I've done some of it along the line. And then this building became available in Grafton. We moved to Grafton almost 20 years ago. And it just seemed like the right place, the right location, and the right timing. And there were a bunch of artists in and around Grafton. Mm-hmm. And that we knew of, and one thing led to another, and pretty soon it went my way. There's some very nice help along the way from a couple of ladies, Paula Jameson to begin with, and then Jackie Duty came along and really was a shot in the arm.
Really?
And I think you've known Jackie probably for some time, but anyway. And it's worked well.
Well, and you know what I think's great too, and I'm sure you've seen this firsthand, is that it seems like the Grafton community is really great about, you know, especially when you guys opened, just coming together and really supporting this, and it really did seem like there was just a lot of excitement, and that excitement's still there.
Well, it is really from a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know, they're saying whatever is, even don't close during the winter, and this kind of stuff. Anyway, but it's gone very, 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 very well, really. That being said.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you know, there's always something that you guys are putting on with, and you know, having Jackie coming in and all these collaborative ideas. It seems like, you know, there's really great, you know, ways to grow for local artists. Because I keep telling people, this region has like a really unique, almost Renaissance-esque feel to it, because there's so many talented artists from all different styles of art and all different works of art too.
Absolutely. And then Don moved to Grafton not too terribly long ago, and we have a mutual friend who connected us together, and we just kind of clicked. And he's many years experience teaching art, and quite a talented painter, photographer, drawer, especially drawing. Anyway.
Really great. And you know, Don, what's it like to have, you know, a Grafton Art Gallery in the region?
That's just awesome, honestly, because I've never dreamed, I love the river, love living in Grafton, been here about 12 years now, but having an art gallery right here, that's awesome.
Well, and, you know, now you'll be, you know, teaching classes at the art gallery and, right. You know, really providing that opportunity for so many. And what do you think you look forward to the most? Is it getting to know the artist, or is it getting to see their progression? Because it seems like, you know, every artist has their, you know, own unique personality that eventually showcases, you know, through their work.
That's a great question. I've actually thought a lot about that just in the last few weeks as we've been planning this, because I always like seeing the progression. I taught art in Carrollton, Illinois high school, junior high for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
And I loved seeing students learn to do things they thought they could never do. And that's really exciting. And I also taught some adult classes in the evenings. In fact, my mother was one of my students there, taught her how to paint.
How'd that go?
Really well. She's done some great stuff. I thought about bringing one of her pictures too. She really excelled, and she'd never done it her whole life. But with this class, I'm sure I'll have people there that I will learn from, because with this kind of a class, you have to take people at whatever level they are at the moment, and some of them may be better than me. That's fine. I hope I get some of those.
Well, 100%. Now, the class Drawing for Serious Fun, correct?
Yes.
Well, and what I think so unique about this, too, is everybody kind of can find their own path in art, and can find their own path in drawing, and it really is really cool for me to go to an art museum or go to an exhibit somewhere and seeing the different, curators of it and seeing the different artists behind those pieces, because the folks that you walk by in the grocery store, you wouldn't ever realize are sometimes behind some of this,
Very true.
What have you seen, Gene, in terms of just, local artists since the time that Grafton Art Gallery's been open? Take me through just your firsthand experience on this with just in terms of local art.
Yes, it was a little different being in your 80s when you started.
That's what I was going to ask you, too. I'm getting there.
But anyway, we had some real serious interest. One of our artists is not only is he very good at drawing and painting, but he's also an author. Mike Mull, Mayor, has some stuff there, and a book that he's written. I've made a list of some of the people I'd like to mention, because some of them are well known.
Yeah.
Bert Vandermark is a painter. We've got Helen Sluter, a well-known photographer in the entire area. Marty McKay from here in
she takes
here in Old,
great photos.
Lou Ann Branch. Jackie Goody paints and does photography. We have Kaylin Gauthier she's an insect taxidermist and does some wonderful
yes, she
jewelry.
does. Yes, she does.
Terrariums. And also David Bailey is a silversmith in I think Edwardsville. Anyway, who does wonderful jewelry. We've got some jewelry. Artistic stuff. It's not stuff you can go into and buy
in a big box store. Right. That's for sure.
But we've got some very nice painters, some very good photography, and we've got some sculpture. But we need another sculpture or two. Whatever they do, we like to look at, because everybody's different.
Right.
And it's amazing. And just sit and talk with Don has been an education on my part. It really has. And we're really looking forward to that. And we've got another couple of people that we have someone who wants to teach watercolor, Lou Ann Branch, and Bert Vandermark can teach. He taught at WashU, and but he can teach acrylics. Is what's his favorite thing to do, but and with an abstract bent to it. Anyway, that's pretty much the one I do not. It's the last name like Smith. I don't remember everybody else's name.
I didn't even know what I had for breakfast. I'll be honest with you.
But anyway, there's a number of others.
Well, it's really great that you point that out, though, because when you go in, especially for folks that maybe have been wanting to go out there, and they're waiting for warmer months or that calendar to kind of turn over to April or May and enjoy the river on a warmer day, but there's so much there that you're going to immerse yourself into from what you have on display, from what people can actually take home, and that's another big thing.
No, it is, and it's been a pleasure, because we're small, but we've got a chance to hear the story, and sometimes the story is every bit as interesting as the art. Yeah. And with a couple of people, even more so.
I'm sure. Trust me. On this show, I can tell you that one for sure. Don, I haven't forgotten about your classes, and we're going to dive on into them. Can we take a quick break?
You sure? You sure?
I'm going to pay my first bill of the week. It's 39 degrees. It's dropping out there. That's not good. 9:20. We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Monday morning right after this.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, go, it's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time.
The time is 9:23 on this 24th day of February. Our daily show continues. Grafton Art Gallery. Don Jean back in the studio. And, this has just been catching my eye, Don, all the last 20 minutes or so. I mean, this is just a beautiful work of art. And is this kind of your style? Is this what you like to work on?
Well, I really like that one. Acrylic is a medium I prefer. And one thing, the class coming up is drawing. And I just want to make this point really fast, is that any kind of painting that involves any even quasi-realism, drawing is the foundational skill. If you can learn to draw, you can learn to paint. It's not, that's the foundation of everything. Learning how to balance things out and the eye movement on the piece and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's I don't know. I've done portraits. I've done portraits of dogs, of people, portraits of one of my favorites was that somebody commissioned was their old homestead, and they had an old photograph. The place had been torn down, and it was a beautiful picture. It was actually in black and white. That didn't help. But the picture was so good, it broke my heart when I had to give it to him.
I bet, yeah.
It's like, really? I have to give this to you now? But
well, and what I find just going back and circling back to where you said drawing's really the foundation for this. Is there a breakthrough moment? You know, you've taught for 25 years. What's the breakthrough moment in terms of just basic drawing and knowledge for most students? Is there an aha moment when, you know, because for me, I think of drawing as my 3 dimensions, drawing the 2 squares and connecting the lines and we got a cube. But, you know, is there a moment to where you start learning shading? Is it perception? What does it?
Perception is the key word, because if you can look at it and really understand what you're looking at, you can draw it.
Wow.
So the drawing skill is really in the mind. It's not in your hands. It's not a tactile. I mean, tactile is obviously involved,
right?
But that's not where it comes from. Most people looking at that deer, whether in real life or a picture, they think they see it, but they're not really seeing the different parts of it and the components of it and how the shapes work together. And learning to see those things is really crucial. You mentioned stick figure. Nobody draws it like hangman. I used to play hangman all the time. But virtually nobody puts in the hips or the shoulders. Nobody does that.
Right.
And when people try to actually draw a person, they tend to do almost the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I get it. Well, whenever is it one of those things when you're looking at pieces and you're understanding is it one of those for most people you have to do it to truly understand it, or does it take more than that?
Well, yeah, you have to do it. And one thing I always fought, put that in quotes, with my students in high school and junior high, and I actually had the opportunity to teach some lower grades. And I found that my most talented group one particular year were 4th graders.
Wow.
Because they listened. And when I told them not to erase, they didn't. And my high school students were the biggest challenge because they put down a line and they erase it and put down a line and erase it because they're afraid to make a mistake. You can't be afraid to make a mistake. You cannot be afraid to make a mistake. But I think the real aha moment is when you decide that you just have to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was pretty young. I can't tell you exactly how old. I might have been 8 or 9. And one of my older brothers came in the house, and I was reading a big book. It was like a big book, like this big. I love to read. That's my other love is literature. But this was when I was from when I was really, really little. I wanted all these books, but they had to have good artwork, or I didn't want them. I didn't want to look at it if it didn't. I loved the artwork, and I was reading a big book, color book of The Wizard of Oz, and my brother sat down at the table where I was reading, pulled out a piece of paper, and drew a picture of a flying monkey, and that was the moment. I still remember. I have to learn how to do this. I have to learn. I mean, there was a fire, and I think that's really, if you have that desire, you can learn.
100%.
You can learn.
100%. Gene, you picked a good instructor.
I think we did. He kind of, Mayor Morrow kind of found him for us, and then we kind of clicked. We sit down and we could sit and talk, and not from too many different generations. We both seen a lot. And
he's a little ahead of me, not much.
He keeps trying to catch up, but I'm not going to let him.
Well, and new art classes that are coming to the gallery. Let's talk about. Is it just the drawing for serious fun? Is that the big one we're promoting today?
Well, that's the beginning. Okay. We're going to have others. And we'd like to get up. We have a nice classroom. We can seat about a dozen. And still have room for the instructor to move around and talk to the individuals, because I know Don likes to talk to each individual one.
Like that.
Someone might be ahead over here and behind here. Somebody might be more experienced, needs more work on perspective.
Yeah.
And this one got, anyway. It's going to be good. We've got, we have somebody coming in to do watercolors, and we've had abstract there, and that was interesting. I took that myself. I'm probably going to take one of Don's classes because you cannot, no two artists specialize in doing the same thing the same way. They might want to specialize doing kind of the same thing, but they have their own bent. And somebody else's, being exposed to somebody else's, can only help.
Oh.
And it's been just very, very interesting. And we're so looking forward to this. We're going to start classes, I think, the 8th of May. The 8th of March, excuse me.
Okay, our meet and greet, which is the main thing we want to promote today, is on March the 1st. Do we have a time set for that?
I think it's 3 till 5 in the afternoon.
3 to 5?
I think. Anyway, we have flyers we're going to be putting around, and Jackie's going to be helping us get it out on the public media. And exactly when the classes are starting, it's kind of up to however we want to. It works best.
Okay.
Because, we got to have more than one or two, but we can't have more than a dozen. And we really don't know, but I think people are going to be excited when they get a chance to meet Don and talk to him and ask him their questions.
Right.
Because that's the way we
Monday, March 10th is the first one.
March 10th, is that it? Okay.
So March 10th is when the classes start. But March the 1st, this Saturday, is when you have the opportunity to go over 3 to 5. That's perfect timing because guess what? Fountain Hill opens March the 5th, and they start serving at 5. So once you're done at Grafton Art Gallery, go to Fountain Hill. And
there you go.
Hold on, are you ready for this? It's a free grand opening. So go get some free food and go enjoy.
We may just go get in line and forget this.
No, Don, we can't forget you first. 3 to 5 p.m., you can go see Don at March the 1st. And really, this is a good opportunity to learn about this class and really get to know who you're going to be learning from. And, really quick, how do people sign up? Is there a limit on sizes?
Well, Gene mentioned seat about 12 in that room. I don't rule out having more than one section if we needed it. I'm sure you're okay with that. Mm-hmm. But we'll just see. We don't know what the interest level will be, and it'll be on Monday nights and Thursday. Well, Monday and Thursday, and not necessarily in the evening. We're actually going to poll people that day and see what kind of a time is ideal for
everyone. That's cool.
Maybe earlier would be better. So, Gene suggested that we just ask people when they come in.
It's a good idea.
So, some of this is it's fluid right now. And I'm looking forward to it. We'll do the classes for a month. You'll have the option of paying for the month of classes up front or on the evening when you come in. If you didn't make every class, that's okay. This is all going to be individualized instruction anyway. We're not all going to be, I'll have some projects that everybody can do the same one, but I'm not going to hold anybody to that. If they have something else that they want to work on, that's fine. I'll help them with that.
Right.
So we'll be very flexible. I think that's the only way this is going to work.
Well, and with that being said, it starts March the 1st, 3 to 5. We'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com so you guys can get all the details. But really just a great opportunity to come get to know kind of the idea of the class, get to know what you're going to learn. And, yes, we are getting there. I wanted to end on a good note.
We're giving the hat away. How do we make this?
So hold on here. I got this. Yeah, go ahead and hand me this. I was going to end on the good note here because, wait, there's more. Hold on. I don't get up very often. Look at this. Hold on. Look at that beautiful hat. That's wonderful, Don. That's wonderful. And that'll be won over there that night, correct?
Yeah, on the 1st.
And how do you win? Just by attending?
Just put your name on a piece of paper when you come in, I guess.
Drawing.
Yeah, drawing.
We'll do that with the gift certificate, too.
That's really cool. And that's going to be a gift certificate, and you'll find out exactly where from soon.
That's it.
With that being said, is there anything else to promote for now, or do we wait until next time?
Just one thing. We have a resident artist program coming up and the residents, we will have a bulletin board in the gallery of when the artist will be there. So if you're interested in something somebody does, they come in and they get a chance to talk to the individual artist. The story that the artist that can tell behind what they just did is as interesting sometimes as the work.
That's a good point. And for people that maybe have never gone to a meet and greet for an artist, what can they really expect? Just for somebody that maybe is a little bit nervous about going, what's that kind of look like?
Well, the way I look at it, the way I'm anticipating this, and I haven't really done one of these. I've done a ton of parent-teacher conferences, so it's probably in one way similar to that. Is we want to find out what you're interested in, just answer questions. It's going to be. We'll have some refreshments there. By the way, we didn't mention that. We'll have some things that you can snack on while you're there, no charge. But just find out who I am, what you're interested in. Question might be, okay, I like this. Can I work on that? Okay, if it's related to drawing, yes. Mm-hmm. Sculpture, no, I'm sorry, we're not going to be equipped for that. But if you're working on a painting, I could certainly help and give some tips, but we're not really in the confines of what we're doing here. We can't really bring in paint and have paintings. We're not really equipped for that, not this time anyway. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean I can't coach you on some things. And as I said, I want to learn from people too. Art is never something that's totally static ever. If it gets to be that, it's not art anymore.
Right, 100%. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by today. It was a pleasure. I told you 20 minutes, and we almost made it 30. We got there. Hey, we'll take a quick break. Daily Show, and we'll link everything in the write-up on RiverBender.com. Okay. Daily Show on this Monday morning continues right after this.